Hi, I'm Anne Wilfong with Austin Fit Magazine, and today I am making Beggar purses, which will be a great appetizer to have for a holiday party. We're out at Texas Beef Council, and they provided the beef today, and Whole Foods has provided our other ingredients. The first step is going to be to saute some white onion and just white mushrooms that have been chopped. And I've got that over medium-high heat, and those are going to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm just going to put the onions and mushroom aside for now, because the next thing I'm going to do is brown the beef with a little bit of garlic. And if you're looking for a vegetarian option, you could use just several different types of mushrooms and probably triple the amount of mushrooms in the original recipe. Or you could use some tofu crumbles as well. So I'm going to just cook this until the meat is brown. So the beef is finished browning. I'm going to add back the mushroom and onion mixture. I'm going to add some Gruyere cheese, which is going to help bind that together. And I'm going to cook this until that cheese is just melted. I'm going to set that aside. And I've got some egg substitute here. And we are going to scramble that really quickly. I'm going to add the egg substitute to the beef mixture. And then the next step is going to be to set up our phyllo dough so we can actually make the little purses that this mixture is going to go into. So I've got my first sheet of phyllo dough, and I'm actually going to use 3 sheets, but between each sheet I'm going to spray a little bit of cooking spray and sprinkle some breadcrumbs. Phyllo dough is actually not as hard to work with as most people think. I'm going to add my next layer. It doesn't have to line up perfectly because we're going to actually cut it down. And that's my last layer. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut these into the squares that will be used for the purses. Okay, so I've got the phyllo dough, and I'm actually going to use a pizza wheel because I think that makes it easier to cut. And I'm just going to cut some long rectangles. And then I'm going to cut that into squares. You're only adding about a teaspoon to each one of these. There's going to be about a tablespoon of the mixture added to each one of these, but you could add more or less depending on the size that you cut the beef. I'm going to add a scant tablespoon to the center of each of these. These can be prepared ahead and then kept in the refrigerator for up to 3 hours. Or you can freeze them actually for up to 2 months. Okay, and then I'm going to bring up the corners, and I'm going to tie each one of these with a chive. And how I prepared these was I just blanched them for about 15 seconds in boiling water. So it just makes them real flexible. If you don't want to do that, you could just close these up and sprinkle chopped chives on them. It a little bit, and then we're going to tie one of these on there. So I put the Beggar purses on a cookie sheet that's been sprayed with some cooking spray, and I'm going to bake those for about 11 to 13 minutes. So I pulled them out of the oven, and I would go ahead and serve them immediately while they're still hot. Thanks for joining me. Check back next month for another fit, fast, and family-friendly recipe.